Hello and welcome to the award-winning movie podcast. I am joined by Tom.
Tom. I never know what to say at that point, but you're joined by Tom.
And I'm joined by Craig.
Our theme goes on for a very long time.
It does. 4 minutes is excessive for a theme.
I'm not going to use the whole
Yeah.
theme. I'll use a snippet of the theme, but this week we've gone with reggae. It is borderline
Oh
offensive.
yeah.
It is borderline offensive for sure, but I like in the description that it says that it's got a catchy melody and introspective lyrics, but the only lyrics of the award-winning movie podcast. And I just don't know what could possibly be introspective about that.
Right, this week we are doing the best creature in a movie, and we're doing the best ever. Oh, that bit was good. And we're doing the best monologue in a movie ever. So without further ado, let's get to it.
Okay, I was watching My Neighbor Totoro.
We've ended up with two things on the same list then.
Problem is, with Japanese films translated into English, sometimes you get some funny things come out in the translations, and this caught my eye. For reference, the film is two young girls moving to a new house with their dad, and he takes the girls for a walk and says this.
You know, a long time ago, men and trees were the best of friends.
I feel like you enjoy that because it sounds like exactly something you'd say. Like, if you didn't say that while buying your house, I would be surprised. I've actually only ever seen the Japanese version of that, so I don't I haven't witnessed the weird tree dialogue that Craig's had.
Is the tree relevant to the plot in any way?
I believe it's where... No, I think it's where
Oh wait, no, it is
Totoro
relevant.
lives.
Oh, is it that tree? Right, okay. It is the
I
tree.
think
Yeah,
so,
it's
yeah.
actually incredibly relevant.
Totoro, that's the monster thing.
Yeah, he's just like a big bear. He's kind of great, to be honest, because I didn't really have much to say about him other than he's just a big dumb bear guy, and he's cute, and you kind of want to be friends with him. And he has a great little song.
No, you guys keep picking movies every week that I've not seen, because I'm not big into romance movies, I'm not big into anime. You're picking on my weaknesses, so I've not seen any of these.
Oh, no, but you should. The film is so great. It has like a completely incomprehensible plot structure. It does just sort of end at one point. It's great. And the theme song is insane.
You know why I watched it, though? I didn't actually watch it for Totoro. I watched it for the cat bus.
Oh, the cat bus is a great creature. It makes no sense. It's brilliant.
Wait, I thought you were talking about a bus with cats on it. You're talking about a bus that's a cat? A cat that's a bus?
You know what the best thing of all, Brad? It's actually called Cat Bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's like a very direct translation for it. It's a cat bus. It's exactly what it sounds like.
But it's a bus that's a cat?
Yeah.
I think, Brad, you need to Google a picture of it just for reference. I think you need to see it.
It's actually, it is really self-explanatory what it is, to be honest. You look at it, it's a cat that has sort of like a bus in it. He's got loads of legs. He's great.
Jesus Christ.
Are you seeing it, Brad?
What the fuck?
Yeah, and for reference, I tried to figure out what my criteria was for the best creatures of all time, and I decided I like a creature with a feature. I don't like a creature just to be there for the sake of being there. I like a creature to contribute with a feature. It can be transportation, it can be...
The creature's got to pull his weight. He can't just be there.
Why is there a cat bus?
Why the fuck not? That's kind of really the reason. That's just why the fuck not.
Does she get in the cat bus?
Yeah, of course she does. She rides the cat bus.
Are there other cat buses?
You know what? This was going to be one of my arguments for Cat Bus, right? Totoro has the ability to leap extremely great distances. One could argue levitate even, and he still chooses to use the cat bus just because it's a really nice form of transportation. The inside is impeccably clean.
Oh, but it's the inside. It's the inside.
Cat bush is getting car washed. Wait,
how
does a cat bush car wash
Oh,
work?
fucking the cat.
So does the cat bus have to groom itself like a regular cat, or does it go through a bus car wash?
Don't know.
So you just sat inside a cat's innards?
Yeah, but he's a bus.
Oh, I don't like it.
I feel like if you Google him right now, it's exactly what it sounds like.
I've
It's
seen
great.
it. I've
It's
seen
great.
it. It's just, it's
And when you
stunning.
click on one of the first pictures, it links to a Reddit post that says, "Is the cat bus the greatest thing a human mind has ever produced?" Maybe. Maybe.
I had a few questions about this category of the best creature, of like what counts, because I've got loads that are borderline. Is the Balrog from Lord of the Rings a creature?
He counts, yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
he
he
counts. I
counts.
wasn't sure because he's got a whip and he's clearly sentient. He's got some thoughts going on.
Oh, so no, but sentience I feel like is okay. I just wasn't sure where we stood on characters that talk because
Yeah, that's what I mean by sentience.
yeah, because like I wanted Gollum, but then I was like, but he's just like a regular character in a way.
Yeah, that's the line for me. I count with if you did the Rancor counts as a creature, but Jabba the Hutt doesn't.
Right.
Because
Okay.
if they have like a character to them, then I think it doesn't count
okay.
as a creature.
Oh, but see, but that's immediately eliminated my main nomination. Because he's not like a character like he works. He has the function of a creature. So my nomination was the faun from Pan's Labyrinth, and so he speaks and he
yeah.
has dialogue, not loads, but he's a creature, right?
Yeah, no, I'd let you have the fawn. Again, this is one of those categories where it's just the definition is going to be really loose and random. So yeah, I'd give you the fawn. It's just a vibe thing.
Tom, you had a creature from Pan's Labyrinth, and it wasn't the Pale Man.
No, because I think this guy's a better creature. Like Pale Man's really good. It's obviously a movie with great creatures in it, but I think the faun's cooler.
The Pale Man's a creature with a feature.
The Pale Man has a creature with a feature, but so does the faun. He's important to the plot because it gives her 3 tasks. But he's also it's a better performance because he's got to kind of be like scary, but also like friendly enough that you sort of buy that the kid would trust his tasks. And he gives her a hug at one point. It's like, yeah, he's cool. Whereas like Pale Man, he's only scary.
They are basically the same creature, but he reminds me really strongly of Mr. Tumnus in Narnia, who is a faun, I believe. I think that is what he is. But the completely different vibes. It's like if Guillermo del Toro did Narnia, you'd end up with Pan's
Yeah,
Labyrinth.
it would have been more like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Del Toro likes it to be more sort of like weird and spooky, doesn't he? But it's great. And I thought that's if I was trying to think of like the greatest creature movie, which is obviously not what we're doing, then Pan's Labyrinth would have been mine. So I would have gone for the faun. He's great. And I have been told in the past that the guy who played him is a guy called Doug Jones, who's basically just like the creature movie guy. If there's a creature in a movie and it's a guy in a suit, like in the last sort of 20 years, it was this guy.
All right.
But he's got the hypermobility, like joint hypermobility,
All
which
right.
means you can sort of extend past the usual range. The faun, the suit only works because he can do that. So if
that's
it
cool.
was somebody who had non-hypermobile joints, they wouldn't be able to make the movements and operate the suit in the way that he can. So I was like, that's cool shit. So there you go, that's my other
That is
Doug
very cool.
faun.
Well, you might be connected to one of my contenders, not my actual pick. Then I'm going to guess that guy at some point was inside the suit of a xenomorph from Alien.
Alien's pretty old, though. Like Tom said, last 20 years, not last 40.
Prometheus exists. Prometheus 2 exists, whatever that's called.
Well, yeah, but at that point, you don't really
Alien
need someone in a
Covenant.
suit, do you? You just CGI.
Some people like classic filmmaking. They put practical suits in things.
Okay, well, are you right?
I think the alien in the new one, so in the new one it is a guy, but they used a basketball player because he's 7'7".
Ah, fair play.
Because you need like a really tall guy for that.
If we were doing a best creature design, I'd give it the xenomorph because that's the most creative monster I can think of. Like, if I was given the job of making up an alien for a movie, I would not have thought, start it off as an egg, then make it a face hugger, then make it do the chest bursting scene.
Yeah.
Then it becomes this giant black, wet, leathery acid monster with a tiny mouth inside its other mouth and this giant
Yeah.
head. Like, I would never have thought of that. It's the coolest design ever.
Yeah, and so I had it on my list for the same reason because it is kind of insane. It's like really unique, and I suppose if you're thinking like before that alien was a thing, your idea of what a prototypical like alien would be is nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's not like it really references the classic like
Yeah.
alien design at all. But what it does do, and this is where I'll get all film studies on here, is that obviously part of the underlying thing about the Alien first film and the character design is that it's supposed to be like, the monster is kind of supposed to be like a rapist.
Oh, yeah. I get what you mean. Yeah.
So it has this design where obviously there's loads of shit that's really phallic in it, like the head and everything, but also like the tongue coming out and everything. It's supposed to all play into that. And it does it in a way that's not stupid, if you know what I mean.
Well,
like
the
you
whole
sort of
plot-
register it when you watch it.
The whole plot
Yeah,
is
the
about
whole
it trying to
plot.
breed with you and like grow a person.
Yeah,
say. And
yeah.
especially in the newest Alien, Romulus, it's really heavy on the pregnancy angle. And
Yeah.
there's a woman who is pregnant, and spoilers if you've not seen it, but at the end, there's like a human alien hybrid child.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, because it has this whole like pregnancy angle and everything. So it's like really, really well like tied thematically to what the movie's about. It is just a fucking insane piece of design. It's so, so good. I think it's one of those where I nearly picked it as like my winner, but then I was like, I don't know. That's one of them where it could easily be the winner, but I
Yeah.
feel like it's almost like it would make this like category no contest, because it'd be like, yeah, we'll all just pick that because it is easily the greatest.
Perfect organism. Its structural perfection is matched only by its hostility.
You admire it.
I admire its purity.
Another terrific alien design, that's a great creature, is Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, what a little guy.
What a little,
Yeah,
from
because
the original.
this is how I divided my nominations, is between things that were cool or scary and just like great little guys.
Yeah.
Like,
I've never seen Lilo and Stitch all the way through.
Oh, it's great.
really? Oh, it is awesome.
Well, I'll go with my proper nomination now, and it's going to be the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. Best creature
okay,
ever.
right. It is a
Fucking
great
love
creature.
Jurassic Park. I used to go for raptors, but now I'm a T-Rex boy.
See, I like it, but T-Rexes, like, they exist. So I kind of want to go for something that's like somebody had to make it up a bit more. But it is great.
But they
Jurassic Park
had
is the best.
feathers in real life. So this one
Yeah,
is,
no, but
is
at that
everyone's
point-
idea of a T-Rex, and it's not accurate at all. But it's all people. Even you show them a more realistic version of a T-Rex using modern science, and people get annoyed and go, no, it looks like the one in Jurassic Park. Fuck off. I want to live in
Yeah,
this
but
reality.
I suppose the Jurassic Park one is based on what they used to think they looked like. You know, when they were all in on the giant lizard thing.
Yeah, true. But I don't care.
It is
It's
great.
cool. And he's the hero at the
cool.
end. You could have easily done that movie and made it where he's kind of like evil and it's scary and he's a monster. But he's just presented as an animal. He's kind of like a dog or a cat. At some points, he's chewing a tire and having a fun time. And then my favorite shot of all time, T-Rex moves next to the car. Lex, the girl, is shining a torch around. It goes in the T-Rex's eye and his pupil dilates and like shrinks as it would in real life. And that just tells you that this is a real animal. And that to me is just like, oh, that's the coolest shit I've ever seen. Spielberg's a genius.
Boy, no, I hate being right all the time.
Diners are the original cool creature. But I have a few more. I'm going to pick, and obviously because it's created to sell toys and in Star Wars, but the Porg in the new ones. What a little fucking guy. What a little guy. Yeah, look at this image I've just put it actually. Look at that little guy. And that's a great reaction shot because for some reason Chewbacca is just eating one of his mates. And then he pulls this
Oh, I know the one
ridiculously
you mean.
sad face. Yeah, and it's fucking hilarious. But like, what a cute little guy. You're like, they've manipulated me. Like, you just see him and you're like, oh, I want him though. I want him. He's great.
He's a cute little, hamster bird, would you say?
He's kind of like a little weird like penguin dude, isn't he? But
It's basically the Star Wars equivalent of a Niffler from Fantastic Beasts.
Did you say it's called a nippler?
it's a niffler. I don't think the nipple. Do nipples come into play with it, Craig?
Oh, a niffler. I thought you said nippler. Like, she can't have called it a nippler. When will J.K. Rowling stop doing these things?
So I also considered The Shape of You, not Shape of You. That's an Ed Sheeran song.
Wait, Ed Sheeran is the ultimate movie creature. To be fair, the jump scare when he appears in Game of Thrones he's terrifying.
I'm going to mention that when Tom was talking about Guillermo, the Shape of Water monster, is I assume what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that one with a passion because I hate that movie with a passion.
See, I don't hate the movie, but I am intimidated by his fish penis because they never show it. But when she does a sort of sign language demonstration of how it works, I'm like, no, sorry, that's too much. That's too much. I didn't need to know the mechanics of the fishman penis.
Tom, creature with a feature.
He does have a feature, and his feature is too detailed. It's like, Guillermo, stop it. I didn't need to know about the fishman's penis.
They go to a special effort to present the creature as not being too anthropomorphized and to show it as like an animal. It eats her cat, and it's clearly just a fish monster. And then she still falls in love and bangs it. I'm like, this is bestiality now. Like, if you're going to present it as it's a creature, like with a mind of its own, and it's a really highly developed thing, then that's one thing. But they clearly present it as a wild, weird animal. It eats her cat.
No, but I like that because it's like it's testing the limits of how much she wants him. It's like, yeah, I want this guy so bad that he can eat my cat, and I'm just okay with that.
It was testing my limits, is what it was doing, and it went past them. Too far,
Yeah.
Guillermo.
Yeah, the penis is where it lost me. That fishmen shouldn't hang dong.
But I think you guys are missing the main point, which is how many creatures in the history of cinema have successfully pulled an attractive woman?
King Kong.
I feel like Chewbacca nearly does in basic. There's a suggestion that Chewbacca fucks, I think, in that he seems to always be flirting with people and making the eyes. So I feel like there's some off-screen Chewbacca banging happening.
What, him and Han?
No, not him and Han. Like him and just random people. Like there's random women in it who'll just like flirt with him, and then he's just sort of like, yep. So he's a real fucking dog, that Chewbacca.
Also, King Kong, Craig. He
King
pulls.
Kong does pull as well.
King Kong failed. The woman never. The woman was never actually interested in him in that way, and it's part of the tragedy of the film that the monkey actually believed he had a chance with the attractive blonde woman, whereas Amphibian Man.
Story of my life. Me and King Kong.
Yeah. Well, he actually thought he had a chance, and it was tragic.
You never had a chance.
Fucking hell.
With the blonde? Jesus. Jesus, lad.
No, you're kidding. What else have you got for us, Craig?
The Thing from The Thing.
Yeah, that.
Quite an effective creature. Obviously, you never really get a good idea what it looks like because it's a hostile, shape-shifting extraterrestrial organism, but it's like extremely effective at what it does, going out to spread and infect and like kill these people, and in the midst of it, it can turn you against each other. It's like, oh, who's the thing at the moment? And when it explodes into this giant like monster bit, and like, you know, where you see it in like its sort of horrendous form, it's like terrifying, and I think it's one of the most effective uses of a creature ever in a film.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's terrifying.
Yeah, I think it's hard to argue with, really. And it'd thrash your dinosaur in a fight because it'd just infect it.
It would. I think the thing with the Thing is that it fucks up everything, isn't it?
We're not doing which monster would win in a fight. We're doing the best one used in a movie.
Well, see, downstream from that, one of my only other mentions, which was not going to be a minute, the winner, is, any of you guys seen Annihilation? The mutant bear.
Yeah.
In that
The bear that
fucked.
screams like a person.
Yeah, because that's the real genius of it. Like, the bear thing there is like, the creature design's pretty scary, but the real scary bit is that it has the human screams that it does in their faces. Fucking terrifying, man.
I need to rewatch
What
that.
an insane bit of creature design. Yeah, I rewatched the scene just like in the build to this, and I was like, that's just fucking awful.
It's terrifying.
You're like, you know what? No thanks.
Isn't there a weird alligator or something in that as well? A weird crocodile?
Yeah, there's loads of like fucked up mutant creatures in it, and then you get to the end where there's the like weird sort of spaceman thing. There's a really good bit of score, and but the mutant bear fucking takes it.
Terrifying.
Horrifying.
Sorry, can I mention one more honourable mention because I think it's important to raise awareness,
Sure.
which is the strange kind of rabid space hyenas from Gladiator 2, because I think it's important to mention that they are not animals. They are not real animals. If you go out looking for them, children, you will never find them. Those are made-up creatures for a film.
Wait, weren't they baboons? You mean were they monkeys, weren't they?
I'll tell you what they were. They were a creature.
Yeah, they look like weird baboon monsters. But yeah, they don't exist. They're not hyenas. They're more monkey-esque. What was Craig's actual pick?
Totoro.
Oh, Totoro was your pick. I thought that was just one of your things.
I feel like what I love about Totoro is that he has got the vibe that he's kind of a dickhead as well. Because it's like Craig says, he can jump really high and he could get her home at this one point. But instead he's like, we'll just wait in the pissing down rain for the cat bus. It's cool.
He's got a massive shit-eating grin.
Yeah, he has a massive shit-eating grin. I fucking love him, man. Me and Totoro should be mates. He's great.
Craig might have edged it then, because I'm not picking Totoro as my picks, but we've got Totoro, we've got the T-Rex from Jurassic Park, and we've got the Fawn from Pan's Labyrinth.
So I think if I had my sort of intellectual head on, I would still pick my pick. But because I also picked it and he is great, I'm going Totoro. He's well good.
I'm sticking with T-Rex, but it doesn't matter. That means that Craig has won with Totoro as the greatest creature of all time.
And this is the part where we play his little theme tune. No, we have to edit that in. It's well good.
Totoro.
Yeah, it's a very 80s bit of music, this. It's fantastic. I'm hoping that for best monologue, Brad has a monologue prepared.
Oh, I do not have a monologue prepared for best monologue. I barely have an answer prepared for best monologue, to be honest.
Really? Oh, I got loads.
I've got loads, but I'm still not sure even now which one's my actual favourite. But right, anyway, I'll kick it off with some thoughts I had, which were Aragorn at the Black Gate, Return of the King.
See, yeah, I've got loads of Lord of the Rings in mind, but I haven't picked it as a winner because I was like, I'm very aware that this podcast will just become us being like, how great is Lord of the Rings? In every category?
Lord of the Rings is the best. Well, I've seen comments on the YouTube video of the Aragorn speech where people are saying, and I do not get this speech, where people think it's good. He basically just says, there may come a day when the world of men comes crashing down and everything turns to shit and it's all terrible. But not today, let's fight. And their response was, well, why bother? I mean, if it's gonna fail one day, oh, fuck it. You know?
Yeah.
What's the point?
An hour of wolves and shattered shields when the age of men comes crashing down. But it is not this day. This day we fight.
I'm still not sure what my actual choice is, but it could be Aragorn. It could be Sam at the end of Two Towers. Both great speeches.
Yeah, I went Sam. I didn't actually go for Aragorn in it because the Frodo one, I like it, but I feel like it doesn't do for me. I think Sam's is the best of the Lord of the Rings, and my reasoning for that is that it feels like, even outside of the context of the film, it feels like that is just genuinely quite an inspirational speech. You know, when everything's bleak, there's still some hope and the world's worth fighting for. And you're like, what a fucking guy, man. Sam's the best.
That's why Sam's there. That's why he's the best hero. That's why he's better than Frodo. Frodo's off being moody, and Sam's just like, there's some good in this world, Mr. Frodo. And it's worth fighting for.
It's worth fighting for. Yeah, I love him.
Even Gollum sheds a tear.
Yeah, and Gollum's just like, fuck, man. I was like ready to kill you.
Yeah, I was going to kill him.
I still might. But like,
Folk in those stories had lots of chances of turning back, only they didn't. They kept going because they were holding on to something. What are we holding on to, Sam? That there's some good in this world, Mr. Frodo, and it's worth fighting for.
it genuinely feels like the fucking speech from those movies, whereas like the other one I picked was the King Theoden's Return of the King speech. It's really short, but, you know, Ride to Ruin and the World's Ending.
Yeah.
So fucking sick.
Yeah.
But that one's more like a sports movie speech. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like getting the team behind you.
Yeah.
And talking to sports movie speeches in relation to the King Theoden one, I've had to go for the Al Pacino sort of team talk in Any Given Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so fucking good. It's the king of sports movie speeches, and I feel like it's also like a perfect bit of script for like later career Al Pacino, where he's chewing scenery and doing his big voice thing, because it really works there, and it really gets you hyped about a sport that I just truly do not care about. American football, couldn't give less of a shit, but it's fucking great. The speech is so good because it doesn't just do like, yeah, we're gonna win this. I think the genius of it is that it plunges to like a low. He's like, you know, I can't even look myself in the mirror. And then it rises again. But he doesn't just go, yeah, we're going to fucking win. He gives him a choice at the end. He's like, we die as individuals or we heal as a team. And then he's like, so what's it going to be? And then they all make the choice without him giving it to them. It's fucking well good.
And either we heal now as a team, or we will die as individuals. As football guys. That's all it is.
But then my favourite one of the inspirational speeches is from A Bug's Life. Hopper, the bad guy played by Kevin Spacey, who knew is good at playing villainous roles for some reason.
He might be a villainous man.
Maybe.
He might be a really villainous man.
But he's great in A Bug's Life. And he does this cool speech where they're all going, oh, so what if the ants are rising up if one of them's a bit moody? Who cares? And he throws a seed at one of them.
Did that hurt?
Nope.
Well, how about this one? Are you kidding? Well, how about this?
Pulls off like the tap and a billion seeds fall out and crush the guy.
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up.
Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life.
He's trying to quash the uprising. Fucking bastard.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And he makes the film about, like, almost about workers' rights.
That's what I mean. He's a union buster, man.
I nearly had that as my number one pick.
I went for a German film from 1931 by Fritz Lang called M, which is about a citywide manhunt for a child murderer. And when they finally catch the child murderer, he does this big speech about how he can't control himself. And he says, hold on, you're a bunch of criminals, because there's a bunch of criminals who catch him, and like saying, I'm driven by compulsion and something I can't control to do what I do, but you choose to be criminals. Why are you the ones judging me? Exactly. And he does this whole thing about how how he has this split personality in his head, and he can't live with himself for what he's done, but also he can't control it, and it's really freaking radical for something from the 1930s. So that was my first pick. Have you both seen it?
I've never seen it. Has Brad seen it?
No, I've not seen him, but I have heard of that speech being really good.
Yeah, the film's in German, obviously. What's really, really ballsy about it is that the speech is delivered in a way which almost welcomes the audience to feel a little bit of sympathy for the child murderer who they've been looking for the whole film. The next choice was from Rocky Balboa, speaking to his son about how life isn't about how hard you can hit, but how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. And it's about resilience and responsibility and not blaming others for your struggles.
It is great. I feel like it's Stallone yelling at people in the audience, going, stop complaining.
Yeah,
get on
but
with
I think
it.
it needs that.
It's still
It
great.
needs that kind of delivery, I think, to work.
Yeah, it is. It's a very like sort of stoic one, and
Yeah.
that's sort of focused in that way. Sort of on that, I've won because obviously we picked ones that are mainly inspirational, like good. A really good one where he's being a dick is the Always Be Closing one from Glengarry
Oh, yeah.
Glen Ross, which is like
Oh, I really wanted to mention that.
a great fucking movie monologue. But he's such a dickhead. Like, but it's great. He just shows up in there and he gives this giant fucking monologue. Absolutely shits all over him. He's great.
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only. You think I'm fucking with you? I am not fucking with you.
Have to mention as well Blade Runner, Tears in Rain. That's
Oh,
one of the
yeah.
best
Oh,
speeches
that's
ever.
great.
If we were doing the best delivery of the speech, I'd give it to him for that because the acting's great in that. But I think my choice is going to be Sam in Two Towers is what I'm going to go with. Was that, Tom, was that your actual nomination?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what was
so I
yours?
went for something slightly different. Partly by a desire to not just pick the Lord of the Rings for every category, but also because I do really like this one. But I've gone for Robin Williams in Good Will Hunting.
Oh, right, on the bench.
Where he sat on the park bench. Yeah, where he sat on the
Yeah.
park bench. It's so good because I think, again, it does a thing where it's got its own sort of arc again. You know, it goes through the bit where he's kind of pissed off at him. He kind of puts him in his place, but then he brings it all back round at the end. You know, he asks him if he's an orphan. And he's like, do you think I know the first thing about how hard your life has been? Because I've seen Oliver Twist.
Yeah.
And so he you know, he puts him down, but he meets him where he is. And he's like, right, this is your opportunity to be vulnerable now. I'm here for you, but you've got to grow up a little bit. It's so good.
Your move, Chief, then walks away.
Yeah. And Chief is a great thing to just call us a person. I love that. Yeah. It's like, your move, Chief. And it's like, yeah, what a great
I think that's a Warner as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
No, it's not the whole time.
No,
Just
yeah.
because I know because I watched it like 10 minutes ago. But it nearly is. You're on
Yeah.
Robin Williams so much. And there's a bit at the beginning where sort of Matt Damon's sort of like chipping in and being like, oh yeah. And then he shuts the fuck up because he's like, right, okay.
I look at you. I don't see an intelligent, confident man. I see a cocky, scared, shitless kid. But you're a genius, Will. No one denies that.
Right, final nomination. Craig, what have you gone for?
The Great Dictator, Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, right. I've only seen the YouTube version where someone's put the Inception music over it and all the comments are just losing their mind, going, wow, so inspirational. It's like, all right, calm down. Okay.
Yeah, just like it. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it just promotes like trying to be a bit more selfless in the world, be a bit more human, trying to, you know, greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate. Like, it's a really well written speech.
And that was his first talking movie as well, wasn't it? That he put off for ages.
Yeah.
And it was basically the movie that eventually got him blacklisted because he was becoming more like making anti-fascism movies, and so people were labeling him as a communist.
Well, he was sort of witnessing the rise of Nazis and made it in response to that, and was also offended that Hitler was, you know, imaged himself after him, and that he plays a Jewish barber in the film as well, because the Nazis kept accusing him of being Jewish, even though he wasn't, so he was making fun of that as well.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I probably should watch it.
Oh, you've not seen it?
No, I've seen loads of his earlier movies, silent ones, but I never bothered with the Great Dictator for some reason. Should do.
And dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish.
That's my pick. And also, if you notice, not to be their guy, but we didn't actually mention like a single speech done by a woman, so I deliberately looked that up. And I think the one that tops...
Okay, yeah, they're interested.
Yeah, like, they're genuinely hard to think of. I don't think women are given that great many monologues in films.
Yeah, I think that's the issue, isn't it? It's sort of like, I think even in like traditional like non-film stuff as well, don't tend to be given many. It's like in loads of Shakespeare, it's like it's mostly dudes, isn't it? On the they're not called monologues in Shakespeare, are they? Soliloquies, yeah. They don't get many soliloquies. It's all like Hamlet and, you know.
Yeah, I can't think of a single speech by a woman. Genuinely, I'm trying. A few where they play a queen, I can think of.
Yeah, they can be associated with period dramas, but a few well-known ones are Ellen Bernstein from Requiem for a Dream, where she talks about the reason she's going through her addiction to these weight loss pills is because she has nothing else to live for, really. You know, because she's pursuing fame and stuff, and like, well, what else do I have? My husband's left me, and my children have left me. Like, being famous is all I can really pursue. So there's a great monologue about that. There was a famous one Rosamund Pike did from Gone Girl, but it was more of a voiceover, so I don't know if you count that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, the category's slightly hazy there, but that is a really good one.
But there's a more recent one that I think tops it, and that is America Ferrera in Barbie, saying all the different things and standards that a woman has to live up to, and I think that might be the best one. That would have been my pick if we were picking from that category, and it probably would have made it into my honourable mentions as well, because I think if you were telling a woman, stop moaning about being a woman, and they rattled off that monologue to you, you'd say, actually, I'll shut up, you have a fair few points there.
Yeah, you'd have to sit down a bit, wouldn't you?
I'm just so tired of watching myself and every single other woman tie herself into knots so that people will like us.
I'm a bad feminist because I was so catatonic drunk when I saw that movie. I don't remember a single thing. So I've no idea what happens in it. All I remember is Ryan Gosling saying Sublime.
Yeah, which you know what I mean? It undercuts the movie a little bit, but that is the best part. Just that one moment. Like the Ken thing, I'm not that hyped on him overall, but that one bit where he just goes, Sublime! is kind of sublime. But yeah, no, good pick for that. And actually, that is a huge blind spot that we had in this category that I hadn't actually thought of, and I should have done.
We're terrible people.
Well, I think they don't get given that many monologues, that's the problem.
Yeah, it's not our fault.
Sort yourselves out, writers.
Society's to blame.
It's the writers who are wrong.
Robin Williams in Good Will Hunting. We've got Sam in Two Towers, and we've got Charlie Chaplin in The Great Dictator. I could go with any of them, to be honest. I could be very easily swayed.
Yeah, I could be easily swayed for pretty much any of them. I think, though, I'm not going to pick Lord of the Rings just because, again, we pick it every single week for every category, which is a perfectly valid thing to do. But this is not the Lord of the Rings award-winning podcast. It is the regular award-winning podcast.
All right. Does that mean I've got the casting vote? Are you sticking with yours and Craig sticking with...
I'm sticking with mine, I think.
They're quite different monologues, aren't they? One's just a conversation that someone's spoken for a long time, and one's an actual, like, written performative in front of a podium.
One's like meant to be a speech, and the other one is like it becomes a monologue because the other guy just has to shut the fuck up. Like,
I like the history of The Great Dictator one. It's brave and significant, and it is a very good speech. So for that reason, I think I'm going to give Craig the win. I'm going to give it to The Great Dictator, Charlie Chaplin, the best speech of all time. Well done, Charlie. You communist.
Very good contenders, though.
Well done, Charlie.
A world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
Also, can I point out, I think this is the third podcast in a row where we've had at least honourable mentions for Rocky, Star Wars, and Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, this is the thing. That's why I was like, we've got to start picking different things.
Maybe we're just really basic.
I was like, am I really basic? And now I'm like, no, I'm going for my pretentious choices. Not that Good Will Hunting was. That's a pretty basic choice as well. But I feel like it's a weirdly like both under and overrated movie.
Yeah, it is.
In that, like, critically it is not acclaimed at all, but then like loads of people do love it. But it is great, mostly, I think.
Also, now that I think about it, I think I've the one that's been mentioning Rocky every week. Yeah. Oh no, Brad mentioned it last week as well, but I had it in my honourable mention. Tom always mentions Star Wars, and I think Brad always mentions Lord of the Rings. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, screw you. I'm going to mention Rocky every week.
My Star Wars mention was much smaller on purpose this week, and it was just to say that the porg was cute. So I think that should be allowed. And I resisted mentioning the giant lizard with the bird sound again because I wrote it down and then I was like, let's not talk about that again. He is great, but let's not talk about him again.
No matter what the category is, I'm bringing up Rocky every week.
Every week.
Sorry, one sec. There's some children screaming outside my fucking... I'm recording a podcast.
What are you doing enjoying yourselves, children? We're recording a podcast.
Okay, so there's a fire, so that's why they're screaming.
Oh. Like
There's
a big fire?
I don't know. I can't see the fire, but there's a fire engine and there's smoke. So
Is your street on fire? Is your house on fire, Brad?
Possibly. So that's why the children were screaming anyway. But
that's a really valid reason to be screaming, I think.
they're still parents. Tell them to be quiet. I'm recording a podcast.
I don't care that everything's on fire. I'm recording a podcast.
The award-winning movie.